Soul memory restoration, connecting into your oversoul, your higher self, integrating these energies, this wisdom, the spiritual gifts that come along with that. This is the energy forecast for August 18th through to the 24th. It's a big week. It's a huge week, and we've got a big overall theme right now. We are in a very transformative timeline. We obviously 2025, the whole year has been, but this is the gateway opening where we're going to see a lot of transformation in our own ascension. So we've had three big portal openings or gateway openings this year. We are at the very beginning. So it opened on the 9th of August. It's going to go all the way through to the full moon in November. So it's been a little bit extended to support us in our ascension, to support us in remembering our truth of what we are. And then in the fall, we are going to see some big transformations take place globally. So we'll get to that as we get closer to that. I've been sharing a lot of that in the galactic Starseed channeling sessions that we host. So we have a membership platform called Starseed Rebellion. There's so many amazing starseeds in there. I love you guys so much. You're amazing. And I get to play in there as often. I get to answer questions. I'm in the comments. I'm putting lots of videos, activations, all that stuff in that membership platform. And in that membership platform, all of the Starseed channeling events are included free with that, including the special event that we have coming up. So we have a special event on the 26th where um, some Starseed elders are coming together. So galactic warriors, astral plane healers, myself, and we're going to be talking about a lot about what's coming up and how to prepare for that and with some activations and some channeling. On the 19th, so Tuesday night, I'm channeling the Dragon Realm and the Council of Divine Sovereignty, which is a member of the 14 predominant civilizations. It's a whole board of directors kind of vibe where they're giving us direction for Gaia, for grid workers, for dragon riders. We're getting tons of direction right now. And this week does not fail in that either. So let's dive into it. We've got an overall arching theme this week of so I'll show you the cards, but it's more about what I'm seeing from them. So this whole week, the vibe for the whole week is really about moving into a sense of deeper authenticity. But what really that means, and what a lot of starseeds are going through, and what I'm going through myself, is this releasing of any attachment that we have to a sense of identity as we start to move through. So, the energy, what's happening for us right now, starseeds, lightworkers, healers, what's happening for us is all of our parallel timelines, whether that's galactic, human, other galaxy, whatever that be, so diverse. We are starting to embody those versions of ourselves in the here and now for the great transition of all things involved the end of this year. It starts the end of this year. So we're going to be taking down some low vibe shit. We're going to be transferring the energy over into unity and supporting a very large mass awakening. That's going to take a few years, but the onset of that is this fall. So for us to be prepared for that, we have to have a bird's eye view. We have to understand what we actually came here for, the full mission, what our divine purpose is, how to really stand and anchor into that, especially grid workers. So the grid worker retreat actually starts Wednesday, the 20th. It's 6 weeks, channeled information, activations. I'm going to be sharing other galactic civilizations that I haven't channeled before. I've been channeling them for a few months and working with them, but they're going to come forward as well in this retreat to support us in becoming portal openers, gateway openings, being a gateway, but also the embodiment of all that we are. So this week is that vibe. Nothing's by chance, everything's orchestrated by design, and these retreats all were channeled through me with the galactic councils for this specific timeline. So this week, you're going to start to have memory restoration from other lives, and your psychic gifts are going to shift. There's a lot of psychic gifts that we don't even know about, including teleempathetic, teleoptic, levitation. Like, we're learning how to do these things. We're learning how to become these energies, these vibrations. And so for us to move through that, what I'm moving through, and a lot of the star seeds in our Starseed Rebellion group are moving through, is the letting go of identity. And it's awkward. And we think it's easy to do, and we think that it's an ego driven thing, but it's actually not. It's letting go of who is Dime, right? Like, who am I? What is this experience? And that I'm not just this, that I am many other versions of myself, and having that energy integrated into me and becoming the full version, the oversoul version, or the source or the origin of myself here in this physical body. So as we move through that, it can look like a couple of different things, right? We're going to have some ascension symptoms. We're going to be a little tired. We're going to be really excitable in moments. We're going to be, am I fucking crazy? Like, that's a big thing that we're moving through. Am I fucking crazy? Because we're seeing things, we're experiencing things, we're riding dragons in meditations, we're becoming gateway openings in astral planes. Like, we're having these wild experiences right now. Our bodies are beginning to become more light. We're starting to levitate during our meditations. We're having food discomfort and looking at society and being like, how does it even operate like this? Like, I feel so disconnected. And so we're going through all of these different shifts. And the big thing that we're going to be questioning is, have I lost my mind? Am I going crazy? And we're in a world where people love to be keyboard warriors. They love to put these low vibe comments out there. And so you're sort of like feeling this disconnect or this separating of self, but at the same time, it's not a separation, it's a full union of all that you are. So it's a very interesting sensation. And that's what this week is all about, is moving into that. And that is the full authentic self, is all that you are, one with everything, but embodying all these other versions of yourself. So we're going to go through, as the week progresses, an energy shift on, we'll feel calm, then we're going to feel excitable, then we're going to move into, I'm not your fucking show pony. That's an interesting one. I'm not your healer, I'm not your mentor, I'm not your this. Like, what? Why are you demanding from me? And then we're going to be recognizing from there where we've been overgiving, where we've been not really standing in our truth or really standing in our power. And then that clarity comes through the rest of the week. It's a really beautiful opportunity, but it does feel a little odd. So let's break it down day by day to help you get in your highest timeline. We're going to start with Monday, the 18th. So, Monday, the 18th, grid workers, you are going to be feeling the onset of what it feels like, the wisdom of what it is to be a grid worker. This is one of the highest positions right now in Starseed or origin, where you are becoming a full energy transmuter for everything around you. And so we're going to be feeling this energy getting closer and closer. We're looking right at it, we're walking towards it, but we're unclear of like how many steps is it going to take to get there. So we're going to feel on Monday a little bit of anticipation. We're going to feel a little bit of excitement. We're going to feel a little like hurry up and stop, which can be frustrating. We're going to be like really leaning into patience, like, okay, I know it's coming. This is going to help you embody trust by kind of playing in these energies a little bit. But it's the awareness of what we are walking towards. So, in a meditative state, it's a very great day to get a little bit of clarity, to get a little bit of connection to these other parallel versions of yourself. And it's really truly about allowing. I had the most mind blowing experience this week, that has me so shook in the best way. I do say that quite a bit, but like, I'm shook from it. And then it's like all the operating mechanisms that my body naturally has have sort of fallen apart, and I'm sitting in nothing. Like, what do I do with this? So you may be feeling a little bit of that on Monday as well, but this is an integration timeline. So in your meditations, you're going to feel shifting in your body. You're going to feel energy movement in your body. You're going to feel big energy in your body. You do not have to figure out what it is or why it is. You're going to get faces. You're going to get landscapes. You're going to see energy gateways. You're going to get names coming through. As soon as you are done meditating on Monday, the best thing that you can do is continue to listen to the music that serves you. So your meditative music, and you're just going to automatic write. So you're just going to let your pen do whatever your pen needs to do. Some of you are going to get symbols. We had an amazing dragon symbol come through in one of our channeling sessions, the dragon light code symbol, which is really beautiful. So you may get symbols, you may get names, you may get wisdom, all kinds of things. So I really want you to connect in as much as you can on Monday and allow that information to move through you. But it's not about figuring it out yet, it's allowing it to move through you. So you're becoming that channel for what wants to, needs to, is required to move through you on Monday. Really awesome. Tuesday, it just gets better. Tuesday is another beautiful gateway activation. So Tuesday, we're getting a little bit more activation. Not surprising that this is the day that I'm channeling the dragon realm. Dragon riders are Saphirian galactic descent, and they're actually the protectors of Atlantis, the majority of them. And so far, most of them are biologically female. So I'm finding that really fascinating. I know there's a few male dragon riders out there that just haven't surfaced yet. So I'm waiting for you. But the dragon activation, the Atlantean activation, the Lemurian activation, like, we're going to be feeling these very passionate galactic openings within ourselves. So you don't have to figure out your origin either. It's just going to move through you. It's really about allowing. It's the moment that you try to figure it out, that's when you're going to prevent yourself from truly allowing it to surface. So we're just allowing. Some people use the word surrender. I use the word allow. So just allow the information to move through you. It is a very intense activation day on Tuesday. So Tuesday, you want to make sure that you are moving slow, that you are staying very hydrated, and you're going to program your water for easy, easy and high vitality. If you can schedule yourself a little siesta in the middle of the day, a little nap or a little rest, restoration, that's going to really serve you as well. This isn't a day to really hyper focus on meditation. It's a day to move slow, to make sure that you're breathing deeply, that your exhales are long, that you're breathing deep into the belly, that you're honoring your physical body, that you're allowing the conversation in your mind to be acknowledged instead of autopilot on Tuesday, because again, this is going to create space for allowing the information to move through you. There's a lot of activation on Tuesday. So it is intense, it is beautiful, but we're going to be like, whew, like we just finished a marathon, like, oh my goodness, right? So I want you to just slow down. That's what's going to support you. As we move into Wednesday's energy. So with all of this, we are going to see Atlantis rise again, very differently than it was before. We are going to see the grid work. So it used to be the pyramids. It was a lot of different things before that, but the pyramids aren't functioning the way that they were originally, because the world's not the same anymore. We're becoming the new grid. We are becoming the ley lines for Gaia. And so star seeds from all over Gaia right now are being activated into this. There, a lot of them are in the Starseed Rebellion group, and we're moving through this together. But Wednesday, we're gonna be feeling Gaia. In the last channeling event that I had, which was on the 5th, um, we channeled Gaia. And one of the things she was talking about was a split in her crust. So she's going to be pushing out low vibrational energy. She's releasing, she's doing her big sigh, she's doing her moaning, she's doing her like, oh my God, here we go, the same way we are. So she's really letting go. And Wednesday, we're going to be feeling that. I would not be surprised if there's a little bit of shakeup activity on Wednesday. I feel like she's just getting rid of some excess steam, sort of thing. But for those of you that are really connected into Gaia and that are channeling Gaia, it's going to be a little sad. So she has pain right now. She's very compassionate, she's very loving, she's very nurturing, but she is moving into sixth dimensional consciousness, 6D. Everybody thinks it's 5D, but she's moving into 6D. 5D is when our gifts sort of kick in. She's already there. She's been there a bit. So now she's moving into 6D, which comes with releasing. So it's like a mini dark night of the soul. And a lot of us are going through that as well, where we're just feeling heavy, depressy, anxiety, we're confused, we're impatient, we're frustrated. And this is just that leveling into the next version of ourselves. On Wednesday, we're going to be feeling her. We're also going to go through it in our own unique way. So if there's limitations within your belief structure, so fear based limitations, things that say love is hard, money is hard, I'm not worthy, I'm unseen, I'm invisible, my partner doesn't love me the way I need to be loved, my children don't listen, I hate the 9 to 5 grind, I hate 3D, the government, blah, 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 all those low vibe things. Those are going to want to surface through you. I don't want you to judge them. I want you to acknowledge them and be like, that's interesting. I shared in last week's forecast a little energy technique that I use in order to move through things like that at the very end of the video. So you can just fast forward right to the end of the last week's energy forecast. But this is about patience, tenderness, absolute tenderness with self, with mind, with body, with our emotional body, with our mental body, with our physical body. So I want you to move into tenderness. When you wake up in the morning, have a little alarm in your phone that says, be tender, be compassionate, be loving. Don't try to change anything. This is not what we want to do. Instead, we want to come into acceptance. We're practicing what unity looks like. And unity looks like, I see you, and that's okay. It looks like beautiful, deep empathy. It looks like I resonate with you. I see you. I love you. I honor you. Not, I see you, but here's your potential. Or I see you, and this is what you should be doing. So watch the words coming out of your mouth. We don't want to push that onto anyone because everybody's going to be feeling this in their own unique way. It's up to the individual on how we move through this. And so our lovers, our children, our family, our friends, our coworkers are all going to be feeling this. And if we start projecting unsolicited advice, we're going to trigger them unnecessarily. So instead, it's just being present, it's just honoring, and it's using empathy as a tool of I see and acknowledge you. You're going to do that to yourself and you're going to do that to everything involved on Wednesday. Practice it, honor it, remind yourself of it on Wednesday morning so that you can set yourself up for success. As we move into Thursday, we're going to have a little bit of shift in the energy. So, one of the things that came through in the channeling sessions, and I'm really excited to see what comes through in the dragon channeling session on the 19th, because there's many layers to dragons, right? Like they're not all winged creatures. We have sea dragons, we have big dragons like that, we have Lemurian, like griffin kind of dragons, we have phoenix style dragons. There's so much diversity in that, and they're all protector, nurturer energy, the way our moms should have been for us, to be honest. It's very divine feminine. And so Thursday's energy is that vibe. It is that energy. It's you're not really going to see it in this card, but you can see how there's like even though they're different species, I'm seeing it as like mom and babe. But I'm also seeing this as Atlantean energy. So the energy for Thursday is going to be the dragon energy. It's going to be dragon activation. It's going to be clarity and connection. There is a whole realm. There's over 100,000 dragon riders here on Earth in human meat that know or maybe don't know. I've seen over 100,000 of them. You show up in my meditations. This is my role. I am the gateway to your purpose. That's what my role is on this planet. I'm an elder starseed. I'm a star being, actually. And I'm here to support you in your own clarity and walking your path. You guys are the big shots. You guys are the doers, the things. I'm just the old crone over here being like, okay, I see you. I can read your book of life. I can tell you where you're going. This is what your guides are asking, and I can channel your galactic self. So I see you, I feel you, I know you, I've seen you all, and you're going to feel this on Thursday. The rest of humanity, what they're going to be feeling is a longing for home. Um, like different for all of us, obviously, but there could be a big sense of longing for home for non dragon riders. There could be an ache to be near the ocean. You could be highly dehydrated, needing hydration. It's that Atlantean vibe of like it wants to come back, and we're feeling the want to come back. So we can feel a little anxious or anticipation or anything connected to water. So it could be a little bit of emotion being released. It could be that you're urinating a lot. It could be that you're really dehydrated, that you're requiring more water. Could be that you're retaining water. Like it's all in how you, where you are with your vibration and how you're going to receive this vibe. But dragon riders, you're going to be feeling mad fire. You're going to be feeling heart palpitations. You're going to be feeling indigestion. You're going to be feeling, um, what's it called? Like, indigestion, heartburn. You're going to be feeling tightness in the chest or tightness in the back as the energy is trying to move through. You're going to feel like, oh, I want to work out, or I need to go dancing, or I need to burn up energy, or I need to yell at someone, or I need to hear my battle cry. Or if you're really far in the scope, like my Dragon Rider group is, you're going to be feeling your dragon. You're going to be feeling that connection. And it is so beautifully overwhelming. It is a remembrance of your counterpoint. Your like you become one with your dragon if you're a dragon rider. And so you're going to be hearing their whispers. You're going to be seeing them in the clouds. You're going to have dragonflies, butterflies, bumblebees all moving around you. You're going to have some physical shifts. You're going to have power wanting to move through you. So, to arrive in your highest timeline, one of the things you can do is ask yourself, what is your actual definition of power? I've talked about this a lot. Sorry to be redundant, but it is important. What is your definition of power, right? When you were little. So, when I was a little girl, my definition of power was mean people take from me. They use their anger, their power, all those things to just steal from me. So that's what I thought power was. I thought power was bad. I didn't understand that power was standing in my own truth. Power was standing in my knowing of who I am, what I am, and what I'm doing here. That's power. That is power. I am a dragon rider. I am Saphirian energy. I am also Andromeda energy. And so owning those pieces and moving out of the self questioning and being like, I'm just going to own this and I'm going to stand in it and I'm going to allow it to expand in me. And that's that. And I don't have to throw it at anyone. Those that want to watch these videos, you're here with me. Those that don't, Not my problem. It doesn't matter. You do you over there. Much love. Peace out. I'm going to do me. And so that's what power is. So I want you to look at, how are you perceiving power? And do you think money is power? Do you think greed is power? Like, where are you at with that belief? Because that's going to change how you connect into this energy and how you use this energy. So work on that definition, restructure that within yourself through conversation with self, through talking to your inner child, having that conversation with them through the Power 369, which is in my book. So this is the book. Through the Power 369, you can go in and restructure how your body's holding on to these beliefs, right? So I want you to do that with power on Thursday. Now, as we move into Friday, Friday is the Andromeda vibe expansion. It is about taking that leap of faith. It is about um, getting excited about life. It's really looking at, do you feel fully balanced? Okay. So let me rephrase it like this. Do you feel fully balanced? My human experience requires passion, a lot of passion. And I'm so blessed that I get to be passionate about channeling and working with all the star seeds, and working with my one-on-one students. Super passionate about that. I'm standing in my divine purpose. So that brings me passion. But I also require excitement. I require fun. Like, what is it like to be human? So I want you to look at, what is it that you require to feel like you're flourishing? And can you add a little bit of that in to your life? So I assure you, on Friday, I will be having a kitchen dance party with my dog and my husband. I will be having a couple drinks. I will be listening to high vibe music. I love to cook. So I'm going to cook a big spread. This is going to be exciting for me on Friday. So this is the 22nd. I want you to find your balance, right? We can't always be like up to here in spiritual evolution. We can't always be up to here in our meditations. We do require the balance to remember the joy of being human. What is the joyful experiences for you in being human? What makes you thrive in your human energy as much as your starseed energy, as much as your spiritual energy, as much as your healer energy? So this is about balance. So I want you to look at what's required for you. Are you in balance? And if not, what do you require to add in? If you've been working on autopilot and been highly distracted, you're going to be a hot mess on Friday. So it's time to get that sorted out and not be on autopilot and um, working through distractions. Like, really dedicate yourself to walking the path of purpose. It's time. This is the year for it. This is the beginning of the biggest shift that humanity's ever seen. So it's really time to pay attention. So that's Friday. As we move into the weekend, so Saturday is the new moon, Sunday, the 24th. So 23rd and 24th. New moon energy. We have so much to explain, but join the Starseed Rebellion if this really resonates with you. Okay, there was a shoving of, so Gaia got taken over by low vibe energy. This sounds so basic, but she got taken over quite some time ago, and everything that was flourishing, including Atlantis, was either destroyed or shoved into the inner world. To put it as simply as I possibly can in this video. So that inner world, there is 13 divine civilizations that are above and below, and they got divided out. Some of them got way out of the way when the whole takeover happened, and some of them went in the inner world. And so that inner world energy is starting to surface. That inner world energy is the vibration of unity for Gaia, for humanity, for all things. It is the truth of what humanity is. It is divine love. It is cosmic love. It is so, so gorgeous. And that's where Atlantis is residing right now. And that is what we're going to be feeling on Saturday, surfacing with this new moon vibe. But it can feel a little emotional. So, new moon energy is a very quiet energy. Full moon energy is a very exaggerated energy. What I've been shown through the galactic councils many years ago is that the moon is actually like a charging station by design. And so, full moon, full energy, full charge. Everything is charged. The low vibe, the high vibe, everything is magnified. And on new moon energy, everything gets a little quieter. So it's not as powerful. So this inner world surfacing on Saturday is going to really be the seeping energy. And if you're unfamiliar with it, or children who may be a little unfamiliar with their descent, they may feel like there's something lurking, like, like the boogeyman or the monster under the bed, or that little like anxiousness in the evening of the fear of lack of control, the fear of unsafe. So, to prepare yourself to really use this energy, it is about feeling safe and feeling honored. So, I want you to start Saturday with a lot of self conversation on I am safe. I am willing to explore safety. I am willing to trust my unfolding, my journey. I am willing to receive love. Then you're going to top it off with I am love. I am the vibration of love. I am love. I am loved. And you're going to own that for the rest of the day. As you own that energy, those of you that are grid workers, which is all of us, by the way, whether we choose it or not is the question. So, those of you that are choosing to be grid workers to step into that role, as you shift through these layers of vibration and end up in I am love, I am loved, you become a gateway for that energy to move through a lot of different things. So it's going to be radiating into your electromagnetic field. It's going to be radiating into your star chakra. It's going to be radiating down into your earth chakra. And it's going to create this cosmic dome. For those of you that have been with me and that are in the Starseed Rebellion, you know the technique of using your cosmic heart chakra. So we're going to use that energy as well to magnify it. I'm going to be teaching something really, really, really cool, a technique that came through, a galactic technique on taking over entire towns or cities with your energy um, on the 20th. It's really friggin' awesome. So I'm really excited to share that with you. But it's a bit of a lesson. So what I want you to do Saturday is just really focus on, am I expanding my heart? At bare minimum, we're moving through those mantras. Then we're going into, I'm going to expand my heart. I'm going to be love and be loved. And I'm going to radiate that everywhere I go. So to support you with that, I want you to kind of dial back on the conversations. I want you to dial back on, it's not a day to really try to fix anything. So if there's disharmony in your relationships or your children or your lovers or whatever, this isn't a day for you to go in and tackle the conversation. But if they open up the conversation as they're sharing, you're going to stay in that vibration of I am love, I am loved, and radiate that towards them so that they can find clarity for communication. But otherwise, you're just going to stay in your vibe, stay in your lane all day unless something is brought to you. And then you're going to use that energy with it. This is the opening. So when I saw the opening on Wednesday, the 20th, this full energy is going to be shifting through because Thursday we've got the Atlantean energy, we have the Andromeda energy on Friday, and then when we move into Saturday, it's surfacing with the support of all these galactic councils and the grid workers that are already in motion. So really beautiful day to hold that energy, let that energy move through you, radiate it as far as you can radiate it. And that's the inner world, beautiful divine councils. So there's a council, the Council of Divine Sovereignty. They're going to be really working with you. They are workers. They are here to support you, work with you, help you with clarity, help you with healing, help you with healing techniques. They're teachers. They're here to teach and support. So, and they're nurturing on top of that. So you can talk to that council, Council of Divine Sovereignty, just call upon them and they're very diverse. So they're from a lot of different civilizations. But that's going to be supporting us with the inner earth energy on Saturday. As we move into Sunday, we're going to be feeling it's like okay, I know what to do now. Like it's clarity. So that clarity can be at bottom tier of this is what I need to do for my content, or this is what the conversation I need to have with my partner or my kid or my whatever. It could be bottom tier clarity, or it could be clarity all the way up into receiving cosmic wisdom, universal wisdom, sacred wisdom in regards to being a grid worker. So it's a really big day for clarity, all depending on what you allow to move through you through the stepping stones we've talked about all week. So Sunday, you're going to pay attention to what's going through you. I would love for you to take some time to automatic write or meditate or do some self healing, energetic healing, or to sit and gaze at nature, Mother Earth, to gaze at the clouds, to connect, to just, oh, just feel the energy because it's going to be moving through you with beautiful ease and power. And lots of wisdom is at your disposal there too. So I really want you to pay attention, slow down. It's try and stay home and in the backyard or go for a nature walk or something like that and just enjoy the energy. And as you enjoy that in such a loving vibration, you're going to get more universal wisdom. It's going to expand your journey as well as your divine purpose. So, really awesome week, really big energy. Awesome sauce. All right. Love you tremendously. Keep shining. Please remember that you are required and that you came here to be a part of the biggest, beautiful shift that humanity's ever seen. Don't question if you're crazy because there's so many of us that have already been through that. And we're on the other side of like, nah, I'm a star being like what? So if you're feeling any of that, please feel free to reach out to us. It's on the website, diamond.com. All the links are there. So you can join the channeling session of the Dragon Realm, the Council of Divine Sovereignty on the 19th, or you can join the membership platform and hang out with a bunch of star seeds, get your questions answered, and partake in both the that channeling session and the VIP session that we have on the 26th. That's exclusive to that membership. Or better yet, join the grid worker program that we're starting on the 20th. So all of that's on diamond.com. Love you guys tremendously. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I will see you wherever it is I see you next, whether it's live on Thursday or next week for the energy forecast. All right. Have a great week, guys.